Hi there, my name is Russ Weaver. I'm the Scoutmaster for Troop 1 out of Everett, Washington. Today I'm here at the Cascadia Marine Trail at Joseph Whitby State Park, located on Whidbey Island, Washington. And today I just want to talk to you a little bit about what Troop 1 does. Today's just a day trip, just kind of hanging out. As you can tell behind, we've got the beautiful Puget Sound, and it's just one of many trips that we tend to do over a period of years, or over the period of the year. And we try to do low-income trips because Troop 1 tends to cater to the low-income, no-income families. And therefore, a lot of the things that we do tend to be very little cost with high return, if you will. We do a lot of day hikes. We do a lot of camping, and we try to stay as local as possible. Every once in a while we do the adventures, the high adventure routes, such as, for example, in June of 2015, we have a 50-miler plan, part of the Pacific Crest Trail, as well as we're talking about doing some whitewater rafting while at summer camp at Fire Mountain. That would be the Mount Baker Council camp in our area. And last year they offered whitewater. We weren't ready for it financially. This year, some of the boys are talking about doing that this year. And so they're putting together their own fundraisers. Which is what the boys should be doing. They should not be counting on mom and dad's wallet. They should be earning their way as much as possible to do some of these events. And that's kind of Troop 1's motto. This is a boy-led Boy Scout troop. And if it's boy-led, then that means just to be boy-financed. Maybe a little help from mom and dad when the time comes or when they can do it. But for the most part, Troop 1, we try to be self-sufficient, self-reliant, and we really encourage the boys to do what they need to do to earn the funds in order to do the events that we do. So that's kind of Troop 1 as a whole. We are an outdoor troop. We spend very little time indoors. We spend very little time dinking around. We do have a lot of classroom instruction because it's important that the boys have the fundamentals of scouting. Things like building fires, handling pocket knives, using axes and saws. Excuse me. Things of that nature. And you got to forgive me. When we talked about making this video, that Pacific Northwest crud that everybody's gotten, I'm in the tail end recovering for that. So I'm going to ask you forgiveness and pardon that last little cough. That's how we roll, man. We're always outdoors. So anyways, carrying on with what I was saying, we always try to encourage those things in the great outdoors. Conservation. We're considering the outdoors. We're always careful with fire. And I just did the outdoor code and didn't even realize it. So we spend a lot of time outdoors teaching the fundamental skills of being on the land, respecting the land, leaving no trace, so on and so forth. So the only time we spend inside is, of course, during foul weather and during teaching. And that would probably be every Thursday night. At the Scout Shack located at 3400 Norton Avenue, and which we're in the process of revamping that whole area as well. Guess what? It involves being outdoors most of the time. So that's kind of how Troop 1 rolls. So listen, if you think Troop 1 is a troop for you, and you want to be outdoors, and you want to learn some really cool things that you can carry through your entire life, then Troop 1 is where you want to be. We're a well-rounded troop. We participate with other troops in shooting events. We participate with other troops that their specialty is rowing or canoeing or kayaking. Our kind of forte, if you were going to put anything, is hiking and backpacking and camping. Plus we do a lot of life skills. We teach a lot of merit badges at Troop 1. If you're not familiar with merit badges, I would encourage you to go to meritbadge.org and take a look at the 120 plus merit badges that are available. Out of the 120 merit badges that are available, our troop alone probably teaches 50 or 60 of those throughout the year. Either by having a counselor come in, one of our Scoutmasters, committee members, or parents are teachers in those areas as well. So, there's Troop 1. The only question is, do you want to be a part of the oldest troop this side of the Rockies, or do you want to be a part of another troop? And I want you to know, I'm here to tell you as a Scoutmaster, and after being in the Scouts over 20 years, 27 years actually, that if you choose another troop, that's okay. Just make sure that it has a good fit for you. A good fit is really, really important because a good fit's going to make sure that you get along with the leaders, it's going to make sure you get along with the kids, and it's going to make sure that it fits your budget, and it's going to make sure that it takes care of your needs as an individual person. There are a lot of troops out there, and I know many troops for example, we have a troop in the area that's a shooting troop. That's great. Shooting events are fantastic, and they do it when they're on a camp out. But how many times can you fire a rifle really in a year? Okay, as a personal shooter, I can shoot a rifle every day, all day. However, what we found is after a while that kind of gets old. Now that fits them. Everybody in that troop loves to shoot. So awesome. There is a troop in Anacortes, right here on Whidbey Island, that their forte is canoeing. And they're extremely good at it. Extraordinarily good at it, actually. And but here's what we've learned in Troop 1 after 100 years of being in existence. We formed partnerships with our brothers in other troops, and we use that time to do those events with them, all the while returning to the fundamentals of scouting. How awesome is that? So we partner with other troops and utilize what they have with their permission and their blessing, because guess what? When it comes time to hike and backpack and camp and do the things that Troop 1 does, those guys come and visit us and they do events with us. That is what the Brotherhood of Scouting should be. It shouldn't be like, oh, what troop are you with? Well, I'm with Troop 1. I'm the best troop on earth. Well, we are the best troop in my opinion, but there are other great troops out there as well. And they should work in tandem with each other, using each other's strengths. So, anyways, listen, I'm going to conclude this video because it already took longer than I anticipated. But if you're interested, check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/Troop1Adventures and check us out. I think you'll be impressed. You can always email me at scoutmasterruss@gmail.com. And if you have any questions, please forward those to me. Give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you. And I tell you what, if we're not the troop for you, I'd be happy to, well, I won't be happy, but I don't really have a problem with letting you know where we're at. And the fact is, we want to make sure you're in a troop that fits what you want to do, your personality, your pocketbook, the whole works. It's very, very important. Okay? So again, contact us. Let us know how you're doing. Have a good day. Bye.